Is it time to buy or sell QQQ ETF? In this video, we are delving into QQQ. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 20th of June, 2025. And now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive a free price prediction and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has categorized QQQ as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0.78. Now, let's examine the performance of this exchange-traded fund during this time frame. The ETF has undergone natural fluctuations, achieving a gain of 1.08%. This results in an average return of 0.06% per day since it was classified as hold or accumulate. The exchange-traded fund is currently positioned within a robust upward trend in the short term, indicating that further gains are likely. The existing 3-month trend suggests a possible change of approximately 20.48% over the next 3 months, with anticipated returns ranging between 12.04% and 23.20%. Analyzing the longer term, our 12-month projection indicates a potential change of 5.88%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from a decline of 15.15% to an increase of 10.50% over the coming year. In current terms, this implies that the future price may fall between $447 and $482.12. Our latest daily update for QQQ includes the headline, "Weaker Technical Forecast for QQQ as ETF Downgraded to Hold Accumulate." The QQQ ETF price fell by approximately 0.4% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 20th of June, 2025, moving from $528.99 to $526.83. This decline marks the third consecutive day of falling prices. During the last trading day, the ETF fluctuated 1.65% with a low of $524.89 and a high of $533.55. Over this period, the price has experienced volatility, resulting in a gain of nearly 0.4% over the last 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day by 17 million shares, though this occurred alongside falling prices, which may serve as an early warning sign. Consequently, the risk level is expected to rise slightly over the next few days. A total of 60 million shares were traded, amounting to approximately $31.710 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF reached $540.80, while the lowest price was $402.39. Currently, the price is approximately 2.58% or $13.97 below the 52-week high of $540.80, which also represents the all-time high for the ETF. Today, the QQQ exchange-traded fund is reacting positively as pre-market trading shows a climb, driven by increased visibility around potential rate cuts. While small-cap stocks like the Russell 2000 have recently performed well, major indexes, including QQQ, are gearing up for a rebound. This shift in sentiment could lead to short-term price gains as traders look to capitalize on a favorable interest rate environment. In the long term, the narrative surrounding QQQ is compelling as discussions surface about transforming regular investments, like putting $500 monthly into QQQ, into substantial future gains, potentially reaching the $1 million mark. Such messages resonate with investors seeking financial security and could drive inflows into the fund, underpinning sustained demand. Additionally, projections about future valuations of a $30,000 investment in the NASDAQ 100 highlight the attractiveness of growth stocks, which QQQ represents. Investors are increasingly drawn to these equities, known for high potential returns, suggesting robust long-term performance. Despite intermixed economic signals, such as recession fears indicated by weaker manufacturing and retail data, the overall outlook remains cautiously optimistic, with rate cuts in the conversation. Consequently, these developments could bolster QQQ's price trajectory in the coming weeks and months, offsetting concerns and enhancing investor confidence in the tech-heavy index. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 10th of June, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a mixed grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 9th of June, 2025, it was reported that Edward Jones also assigned QQQ a mixed grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 3rd of June, 2025, Benchmark assigned QQQ a hold grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 30th of May, 2025, Benchmark assigned QQQ a buy grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 23rd of May, 2025, Kansas City Capital assigned QQQ a positive grade with a hold action. The following signals have been identified for QQQ. The QQQ ETF currently holds a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, there is a buy signal from the long-term average. Since the short-term average is above the long-term average, this indicates a general buy signal for the ETF, suggesting a positive outlook. If the ETF continues to gain, it will encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $530.32. Conversely, if it declines, the ETF will find support from the long-term average at around $515.69. A breakout above the short-term average will generate a buy signal, while a breakdown below the long-term average will trigger a sell signal. Some negative signals have also emerged, which may impact short-term developments. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Monday, June 16, 2025, and so far, it has decreased by 1.4%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Additionally, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Yesterday, volume increased alongside falling prices, which may serve as an early warning. It is advisable to monitor the ETF more closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, sell signal, pivots, sell signal 4 days ago, Bollinger, buy signal 8 days ago, short-term moving average, sell signal 6 days ago, long-term moving average, buy signal 41 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 37 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 41 days ago, long-term moving average, buy signal 29 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 20 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Let's discuss support, risk, and stop loss for QQQ. On the downside, this exchange-traded fund finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $466 and $423.69. There is an inherent risk when an ETF tests a support level. If this level is breached, the ETF may decline to the next support level. In this context, QQQ finds support just below today's level at $466. If this level is broken, the next support based on accumulated volume will be at $423.69 and $422.67. Generally, this ETF tends to exhibit very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the associated risk is considered quite low. Over the past day, the ETF experienced a movement of $8.66 between its high and low, which translates to 1.65%. In the last week, the ETF has shown a daily average volatility of 1.15%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for QQQ, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, which is commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A relatively low PE ratio might indicate that there are low expectations for the company's future, or it could suggest that the exchange-traded fund is undervalued, presenting a possible buying opportunity. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for QQQ. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for QQQ is at $526.96. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who already hold the ETF, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, QQQ encounters its first support level at $466. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $509.37, which represents a decline of 3.31%. This exchange-traded fund experiences very low daily fluctuations, resulting in minimal risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal derived from a pivot top identified 3 days ago. Is QQQ ETF a good buy? Currently, QQQ displays several negative signals, suggesting it may be a candidate for selling. However, given the potential for a turnaround, it is advisable to consider it as a hold or accumulate in this position while waiting for further developments. Due to minor weaknesses in the technical analysis, we have revised our assessment of this ETF from a buy to a hold or accumulate suggestion since our last evaluation. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Monday, the 23rd of June, we anticipate that QQQ will open higher by $1.59, starting at a price of $528.42. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decision on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you agree and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.